The best cameras for vlogging 2025. Top choices for every budget. The best vlogging camera is the one you have with you, and for most people that means a smartphone. But if you're looking to upgrade your vlogging game with a dedicated camera, there are plenty of options. You'll find huge variety in our list below, from pocket-friendly gimbal cams to premium mirrorless hybrids. We've tested each one extensively, and they all rate highly in their own way as vlogging cameras. We have listed the 5 best camera for YouTube 2025. Who is the new number 1? Now in their key features, you need to consider this to help you choose the best one for you. For more information on the product, as always, I've included a link in the description box down below, which are updated with the best prices on each product. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Be sure to stay tuned till the end so you don't miss anything. Now let's get started. Number 5. Sony ZV-1. The Sony ZV-1 is a compact vlogging camera for those who want to step up from shooting vlogs on their smartphone. It's similar to the premium Sony RX100 Mount 7 and borrows its 1-inch sensor from a previous iteration of the RX100 series, but it has a more vlogging-oriented design and features. That means you don't get a pop-up viewfinder or flash, but you do get a fully articulated screen that's ideal for vlogging. The camera also has a directional microphone with a detachable windscreen to cut down on ambient noise and a hot shoe to attach a flash or aux mic. It's built-in 24-70mm f1.8 or 2.8. Zeiss lens also gives you a bit of flexibility with framing. The Sony ZV-1 is great for vlogging. The camera's compact, lightweight design makes it easy to carry around handheld for long periods, and it feels comfortable to shoot with when held in a selfie position. Its fully articulated screen makes it easy to monitor yourself while vlogging. However, its lack of touch capability means you have to turn the camera around to adjust settings when the screen is facing you, which can be a bit of a hassle. The autofocus system can track faces without issue and features a specialized focus mode tailored toward product and beauty vloggers. Its stabilization feature also smooths out camera shake pretty effectively. That said, there's very noticeable rolling shutter effect in 4K, which can distort subjects when panning rapidly. Its battery life is also disappointingly short, and it can overheat during long recording sessions. The Sony ZV-1 has okay raw image quality for its class. Number 4. DJI Osmo Pocket 3. My first annoyance. The DJI Pocket 3 is such an inconspicuous device, but I do have a few bugbears with it. One issue I found is that when you switch to a certain mode and a pop-up appears on the screen, it hides the recording icon. So when the gimbal moves and you need to change something, you can't actually see if you're recording or not. This has tripped me up a few times as I've missed the first few seconds of the clip because of this. There are a lot of good features about this camera. I really enjoy the active track feature for more complex gimbal moves. I love placing it in the middle of a table and walking around, as these kinds of shots are difficult to get with a traditional gimbal. The Pocket 3 makes it incredibly simple. Another fantastic feature is the audio. If you get the Creator Combo, you'll get a DJI mic included. It connects instantly to the DJI Pocket 3 and is practically idiot-proof. It's an all-in-one solution for out-and-about content creating. With Dynamic Frame, you can select any corner of the DJI Pocket 3 screen, and no matter where you go in the frame, you'll stay in that quadrant. It's really handy for vlogging, as you can look away and still know where you'll be in the frame. The DJI Pocket 3 comes with a mist filter, which is fantastic for such a small piece of kit. Number 3. Panasonic Lumix S5 II. The Panasonic Lumix S5 II is a full-frame hybrid camera and the follow-up to the Panasonic Lumix S5. With a new hybrid phase detection autofocus system, faster burst shooting, and advanced video capabilities, it's a notable upgrade to an already great camera. The more video-centric Panasonic Lumix S5 Insego X takes those video features even further for pro-level videographers, with raw video output and internal ProRes support. But features like 6K open gate recording and heat vents to prolong recording times still make the S5 II a hybrid beast. The Panasonic Lumix S5 II is great for travel photography if you don't mind a bulkier kit. It isn't the most portable option, with a chunky build and heavy weight, but its full-frame sensor captures stunning images. In-body image stabilization makes it easier to shoot at slower shutter speeds without a tripod, and the camera has a pretty good battery life. The Panasonic S5 II is a fantastic studio video camera. It can record open-gate 6K video, giving you more flexibility to crop into different aspect ratios. Plus, it can capture 10-bit 4.2.2 video internally, with no recording time limits in 4K. It records 4K at 60 FPS, albeit with an APS-C crop, and includes a dedicated slow and quick mode for slow-motion recording. Plus, it includes both a headphone and mic jack, as well as a full-size HDMI port. That said, you have to pay for an additional upgrade key if you want to output raw video. Unfortunately, it also has heavy rolling shutter distortion with quick panning movements, sturdy weather-sealed construction, good battery life, in-body image stabilization, Number 2. Canon EOS R6. The Canon EOS R6 is a full-frame hybrid camera, first released in 20x20 with impressive video quality. Fully articulated screen, in-body image stabilization. As a more affordable alternative to the pro-grade Canon EOS R5, it has a lot to offer for enthusiast photographers and video shooters, with well-rounded features for both mediums, including in-body image stabilization, quick burst shooting, and internal 10-bit video recording. Though its sensor doesn't have the highest resolution among its peers, it's still an incredibly capable camera that can take high-quality photos and videos. That said, it's somewhat held back in the video department by a tendency to overheat during longer recording sessions and a 30-minute recording time limit. The Canon R6 is impressive for landscape photography. It has remarkable dynamic range to capture a wider array of highlight and shadow detail, which is ideal for landscape photos. It also performs amazingly well in low light, with excellent noise management when shooting in dimly lit conditions. On top of that, the camera is well built, with weather sealing for more peace of mind outdoors, and comfortable to handle. That said, it isn't the most portable camera, and it has a lower resolution sensor than many of its peers, meaning you'll have a bit less leeway to crop in your photos. It's best suited to sit-down or studio vlogging, with excellent video quality, in-body image stabilization, and 4K recording at up to 60 FPS. It also has a fully articulated screen that makes it easy to monitor yourself. However, it's too bulky and heavy for on-the-go or walk-and-talk vlogs. Number 1. Sony Alpha 7S III. Sony hasn't just improved one or two aspects of its A7S series. With the new A7S III, it's made an across-the-board set of upgrades that result in a camera that's the best of its kind. It handles beautifully for video thanks to its articulating screen and touch display, while a full-sized HDMI port, an excellent IBIS head, the list of other treats. It's significantly dearer than the A7S II was when it launched. But if you're a videographer in need of big physical pixels and excellent low-light performance, this is as good as it gets. Class-leading low-light video, plus new Touch UI, plus fully articulating touchscreen, plus impressive battery life, plus no overheating issues. The Sony A7S III is finally here, and boy does it deliver. With huge improvements to handling and connectivity, a pin-sharp viewfinder, and of course, hugely impressive low-light performance across both video and stills, it's the finest hybrid video camera you can buy. Indeed, it's one of the best video cameras, as well as one of the best YouTube cameras available right now. The 12.1nm Pi sensor resolution means the A7S III can't record 6K, let alone 8K video, instantly putting it behind much of the competition in terms of outright resolution. What it can do, though, is record for a very long time, and in very low light. That's the key reason you'll be picking up an A7S III, which wiped the floor with the admittedly much cheaper. The Sony A7S III is a relatively compact but solid bit of kit. With a similar body construction to the A7S II, you'd be forgiven for missing just how much of an overhaul this is going on first impressions. Buttons and dials are plentiful on the back of the camera, dotted around the screen like a candy trail. Starting from the top left, there's a C3 and menu button, with the latter firing up the welcome Touch UI. Shoots 4K video at up to 120p. S-Log color profiles offer up to 15 stops of dynamic range. Expandable sensitivity range of ISO 4409-600.